Hi guys, it's JB here. I've got an announcement to make. Now we were going to do Fulham's away match with Tottenham tonight, and I was really looking forward to it. I've practically got everything set up and ready to go with that game. I'd done all my notes and everything, and unfortunately, Fulham requested the game to be postponed because they had a few positive cases of COVID, and they got their wish, which I'm annoyed about. 3 hours before kick-off. So sadly, and I'm annoyed about this, I understand the reasons as to why, but I think it's a disgrace as far as I'm concerned, because I was really keyed up to do the commentary of this one tonight, and I'm desperately disappointed that the game's been called off. So that's two false moments in 2 days. We were able to cover another game, thankfully, at 5 o'clock on the Tuesday. We were due to do, on the Monday, we were due to do Manchester City's match away at Everton, but thankfully we were given notice in plenty of time before we were able to do Chelsea against Villa, so we did that one instead. So what I might end up doing is probably later on tonight is a rerun, is a delayed commentary of the Burnley game as a sort of after we've done sports night tonight. So I'll consider the options, or I'll consider what I want to do, but as from now, there will be no live match at 4:40 and at 5:4. We were going to go on the air at 10 to 5. Sadly, because of the game being called off, I can't do that now. It's impossible for me to do any live commentary tonight, so I'm very disappointed that that game has been called off. But don't worry, don't be alarmed, don't be frustrated, guys, because you'll hear my dulcet tones on Trevor Sports tonight anyway. So, and believe me, on the virtual world. So I'll be still doing stuff for him at the moment. And I think, as tough as this is for me to say, you know, people are saying that they should take a break. I think that's possibly the right thing, but at the same time, it's frustrating for somebody like me who's looking to expand his channel at the moment, and the live commentaries on football is the one that gets the big ratings, and above everything else, even the virtual stuff. I'm in the middle of doing some snooker videos at the moment as we speak, so I'll probably end up spending more time on that before Trevor's doing that, so it'll give me a chance to finish the other quarter-final off I'm doing at the moment. All that will be early next week, really, with it being next year, but it may just need a week's break, maybe, just to come to terms with all this. It's the highest number of COVID cases reportedly since Operation Restart began, or since the season's begun. Maybe a week's break might be enough. I'm not sure about 3 or 4 weeks. We cannot afford to lose any time of the season. We've got the Euros coming up in June. We've got this and we've got that coming up. But I honestly think the government's handling of all this COVID stuff, and I might end up getting political. I know we're not a politics channel, but I want to be honest with you. I think the way Boris Johnson and Matt Hancock have gone about all this COVID stuff since last March has been a complete and utter disgrace. In fact, I've just heard that Matt Hancock's going to be putting my area now into Tier 4, which is not very pleasing, to be quite honest with you. I suffer from really bad mental health issues. A lot of my friends do so. I've got really bad mental health. Well, it's tough enough. I've toughed it out for 10 months. I don't know how long I can tough all this out for, because quite honestly and truthfully, I'm getting completely frustrated not being allowed to see people, not being able to see friends, family, everything. And it's quite frankly very disappointing and frustrating. But also from a YouTube point of view, I was really looking forward to bringing you this one live tonight, and sadly, beyond the circumstances beyond our control, the game's been postponed, and I'm a bit angry because I prepped up, and then for Fulham to call it off about 2 hours before kick-off is a complete farce. I understand the reasons as to why, don't get me wrong, but from a commentator's and a YouTube channel's point of view, my YouTube channel's point of view, it is absolutely infuriating for me and for everybody that I've advertised this game. I'm on the commentators database down as one of the commentators, and the amount of work I've put in the last night has all really been for nothing, and it's bitterly disappointing. I understand the reasons Scott Parker's wanted to call it off, but from a commentator and from my YouTube channel's point of view, who rely on big figures for these games, all these live matches, it's massively disappointing and it's massively frustrating. So understand my point of view. I understand the Fulham point of view, obviously, but from a YouTube channel point of view, and I've built myself up to commentate on it. I've been practicing with the snooker, doing some of the snooker commentary today, and getting myself right in the mood for it. And now all that preparation and hard work has been for nothing. So please understand my frustrations. I understand Fulham's frustrations and worries. But, you saw Sheffield United, they had problems, but they didn't call the game off with Burnley yesterday. I just think football clubs have really got to take responsibility. We don't know the cause of what happened, but it's amazing that certain clubs like West Brom and Fulham are calling out the woodwork, trying to get the season suspended. I can see where they're coming from in certain aspects, but from others, it looks a bit iffy because they're two teams that are in the bottom three at the moment, and I don't know if they're trying to buy an advantage or what. And it'd be wrong of me to assume that, but that's what it seems to be looking at. But I can understand the Manchester City one being called off to a certain extent, but to cancel it less than 3 hours before the scheduled kickoff time is a farce. When I, as the commentator, have done several hours of pre-preparation work, then getting my voice into the right shape for the match, and then to have that taken away, it's a bit of a disappointment. So I understand why Fulham have done it. I totally get it. They want to protect the health and welfare of the players. I get that, but also from my perspective and from my YouTube channel's perspective, it's a massive disappointment because we rely on these live sport commentaries for our viewing figures. Our viewing figures are sky high when we do these, and it is very, very disappointing. So there we go. But anyway, don't worry, folks. You'll not be without me tonight because I'll be on Trevor's channel. So all is not lost. We'll be doing the virtual sports night. So all is not lost really from that respect. And I'll be doing a lot more stuff on Trevor's channel, even if I'm not going to be doing any live commentary this evening. I'll be doing stuff on Trevor's channel, so you'll still hear me. And if we have to just close down football for a couple of weeks, then you'll still hear me on Trevor Sports. So don't think you're without me. So don't worry. Okay, I'll still be there as Trevor Motson, rattling away for Trevor. So don't worry about that. But as far as my YouTube channel is concerned, it's massively disappointing. But to count, I can understand why Scott Parker's took the decision he has, but to do it 3 hours before the game, and it's not right for me. It doesn't sit right with me, but he'll have his reasons, won't he? Anyway, don't worry, guys. We will be back sometime with these commentaries. We'll get these seasons done if it kills me. Anyway, I'm sorry that I can't bring you any live commentary tonight, but obviously go to Trevor's channel at 8 o'clock. I'll leave a link in the description below so you can watch it. Watch the video. I'll put a link for that video in the description below for you to watch. The premiere for Sports Night will be at 8 o'clock. And I'll be doing the main match. So I'm sorry about tonight, folks. We were going to bring you a double header, but that's sort of now been abandoned. So it looks as if you're going to have to hear me on Trevor's channel tonight. So I'm sorry, as I say, I'm sorry about that, but it's circumstances beyond our control. So I'm sorry that we won't be able to bring you any live audio commentary of tonight's match between Tottenham and Fulham. Okay, I hope you understand. Thanks. Bye bye.